Hi everyone, my name is Rajyalakshmi, Associate Professor, Department of CSE, BVRIT Narsapur. Today I am going to give brief description about Database Management System subject. The first concept belongs to Introduction to Database and Applications. So first of all, what is database? Database is nothing but collection of interrelated data. And what is database management systems? Database management systems nothing but it is a software package that can be used to describe data inside of the database. We can create database, we can manipulate database, we can delete database. And what are the applications for the database systems? The database system applications are banking, airlines, online reservation systems, manufacturing industries, human resource management and sales. So many applications of the database management systems. So coming to the application, what are the advantages of the database systems? Advantages of database systems mainly concentrate on it is used in everywhere. By using database systems, we can digitalize the entire world. So in how many levels the data can be abstracted, hidden, maintained? 3 levels of data abstraction will be there. The first one is physical level. It describes the storage details. Coming to the second one, the logical level. The relationship among the database item can be defined. Third one is view level. Which portion of the user want to access data from the database that can be viewed by using view level. Coming to the next one, this is the diagrammatical part. The first one is view level, second one is logical level, third one is physical level. So coming to the database languages. How can we interact with the database systems? By using database languages, we can interact with the database systems. What are the database languages? The database languages mainly 4 types. DDL, Data Definition Language. Next one is DML. DML is nothing but Data Manipulation Language. Coming to the next one, Data Control Language Commands. Coming to the fourth one, the Transaction Control Language. The first one says that Data Definition Language. The language which is used to define data from the database, nothing but data definition language. So what are the commands belongs to data definition language? The data definition language mainly concentrate on the structure of the database systems. So if you want to create any structure of the database systems, we can follow some commands. The first one is the create command. By using create command, we can create the structure of the database systems. Coming to the next one, alter. If you want to resize the structure of the database systems, we can alter the data. So by using alter command, the database can be modified in 2 ways. The first one is the add, the second one is the modify. What is the purpose of add? If you want add the additional column to the existing database, we can use add command. If you want modify the size of the any column, in such a case, we can use modify command. So these are the commands belongs to the data definition language. The language which is used to define the structure of the database is nothing but DDL. Coming to the next one, drop. Drop command is used for deleting the entire structure of the database systems. Coming to the next one, data manipulation language commands. By using DDL commands, we create a database. By using data manipulation language, we can manipulate the data. What are the operations belongs to manipulation? The manipulation mainly concentrate on insertion data inside of the database, updating the data, deleting the data. These are the operations belongs to the data manipulation language commands. What is the purpose of insert? By using insert command only, we can insert values inside of the database. Coming to the next one, update. Update, where we can use update. Suppose if any student database will be there, the student address changed from first year to second year. In such a case, we can update the address details of the particular student. We can use update command. So update, table name, set, address equal to Hyderabad, where student ID equal to some roll number. So 22215A0501 semicolon. If you keep command like this, automatically whatever address, new address, that address updated to the existing database. Coming to the next one, delete command. What is the purpose of delete command? Suppose if any student deleted from the particular classroom. In such a case, we want eliminate the entire row from the existing database. In such a case, we can use delete command. By using delete command, we can delete the content from the database. The data manipulation language mainly concentrating on two things. One, procedural language. Second, non-procedural language. What is the purpose of procedural language? In the case of procedural language, we are defining procedure, how to do and how to retrieve the data. That procedure we are defining. Coming to the non-procedural language, we cannot define any procedure. Without defining procedure, we can retrieve data from the database. Under procedural language, PL/SQL is the example for the procedural language. Under non-SQL, structured query language comes under the non-procedural language. Coming to the third language, data control language. What is the purpose of data control language? By using data control language, we can grant permissions from one user to other user. So what is the purpose of data control language commands? If you want work with the collective environment, you want grant permissions from your user to other user. In such a case, we can use data control language commands. The first one is grant, the second one is the revoke. By using grant command, we can grant all privileges from one user to other user. Coming to the second command, revoke. By using revoke command, whatever privileges we have given to other user, all the privileges we can get back. That is the importance of the revoke. Coming to the next one, the transaction control language commands. What is the purpose of transaction control language commands? The entire world automated and digitalized because of the transactions only. We can pay amount by using mobile phone through Paytm or Google Pay, like that. These can be possible because of transaction control language commands. What are the transaction control language commands? Rollback, save point, commit, and one more is there, checkpoint also there. What is the purpose of commit? By using commit command, we can save the data. Permanently we can save the data. That is the purpose of the commit statement. Coming to the save point. If you are working with very lengthy database, very lengthy transactions, the entire transaction saving is very difficult point at a time. For that point, we are assigning particular lines of code as a one point, that is called the save point. If you assign save point, till that point, the data can be saved. Once re-log in that system, we can recover the data. Coming to the rollback. The rollback is nothing but if unnecessary deletions you made, those unnecessary deletions can be undo or cancel by using rollback operation. So get back to the original status. Where we are using means the rollback mainly concentrating on the cancellation of the uncommitted transactions. That is the importance of the rollback. Coming to the next one, data query language. How can we write query? So if you want to retrieve data from the database, in such a case, we are using one command that is called select. Select play a major role to retrieve data from the database. What is the query format? Select star from table name. This is the select star from table name. Select is used to select the particular content from the database. Star is used for the entire data from the database. From is used to retrieve data. So table name is what database object we define, that name we can use here. By using this command only, we can interact with the database. We can retrieve data from the database. This is the importance of the select command. Coming to the next one, database users. Who will use the database systems? So that is the concept of the database users. The database nowadays used by so many people. So because of the online marketing, because of social websites, so many users use the database systems. All Facebook users, WhatsApp users, Twitter users also using database systems. Without their technical knowledge also, they can utilize the database systems. So all comes under database users. Nowadays, the entire world comes under database users only. So the first one is the application programmers. What is the purpose of application programmers? The application programmers interact with the database systems by using data manipulation language, data definition language commands. By writing of the application code, they can interact with the database systems. Coming to the next one, sophisticated users. What is the purpose of sophisticated users? The sophisticated user mainly concentrate on query tools. These are the very familiar technical knowledge people can interact with the database systems by using query tools. Coming to the next one, specialized users. What is the purpose of specialized users? By using different types of traditional data processing systems, specialized users interact with the database systems. Coming to the one more user, Navy user. What is the purpose of Navy user? The Navy user don't bother about the technical details of the database systems. They can directly interact with the database systems by using some interface mechanism. Example for Navy users are all web users, ATM users, and social media users, and the clerical staff also comes under Navy users. They don't go through the technical details of that particular knowledge. They are concentrating on the particular application. You can see all the ATM users comes under Navy users only. Coming to the next one, database administrator. He is also one of the best user for the database systems. He is also called as a controlled person. So that means he is the centralized person to control the entire activities of the database systems. What are the methods and functionalities given by the database administrator? So he can do storage structure and access method definition. How much storage we want to allocate and how many methods we can use. How many methodologies are used to retrieve data from the database that can be defined. Coming to the next one, schema and physical organization. The structure of the database can be defined. At the same time, how many disk files used for storing of the data that can be defined by the schema and physical organization and modification. Coming to the next one, granting user authority to access data. That means whatever users interacting with the any college environment, any organizations, definitely we are providing username and password. By using those credentials only, any person can interact with the database systems. So that also be controlled by the database administrator. Coming to the next one, backing up data. Whatever data we are working with system, the entire data can be stored in the backend storage. Suppose if any situation happened due to bad damage of network like that, we can recover data. If any system crashes occurred, even though we can recover data by using backup systems, that can also be controlled by the database administrator. Coming to the next one, monitoring performance. The server performance each and every time monitored by the database administrator. Coming to the database tuning. Database tuning means the garbage collection of data can be every time freezed and new memory can be allocated for individual database objects. That operation performed by the data tuning. So all these operations controlled by the database administrator. Coming to the last topic in this today's session, database system structure. Coming to this structure, the first topmost part says the database users. Coming to the next one, interface mechanism. Third one is query processor. Fourth one is storage manager module. Last one is the disk storage. The data inside of the disk, this can be interacted by the database users. Every user interact with these are the interfaces. So first, the query posted by particular user interact to the query processor module. In the query processor module, DML compiler and organizer will organize query, interpreted that query that can be passed to the query evaluation engine. After overall the meaning of the query understand by the compiler, that can be passed to the respective manager that comes under storage manager. In the storage manager, buffer manager, file manager, authorization and integrity manager, transaction manager. These are the managers available. Coming to the last one, disk storage. In the disk storage, the data items can be stored in the form of indices, statistical data, data dictionary. Whatever data we are storing, every data item meaning can be stored similar way of the dictionary. Coming to the statistical data, comparison of the statistical analysis data can be stored by using statistical data item. Coming to the next one, data. The entire data, whatever data we are storing, that can be maintained by the data concept. Index is nothing but in the book how the index pages we are maintaining. The similar manner in the database systems also, all the database objects can be indexed where that particular data item located inside of the disk. Those indexes can be maintained by the indices. These are the database system structure. So this is the today's session. Thank you one and all.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.